This is dietitian Menaka here, speaking for Shivani Hospital, Department of Obesity and Diabetes Surgery, Kanpur. So what is today's topic? An interesting one, yes. It's going to be on healthy eating. So what is healthy eating? What is quality dieting? What are the quality diets or foods that we should consume on a day-to-day basis to grow healthy and be following a healthy lifestyle throughout our lives? So as the picture shows, the white one shows an image of an angel providing all the good nutrients required for our body, and the red one shows all the junk food we should not be eating. So what is healthy eating? So healthy eating or healthy diet is the one which gives us all the nutrients needed for our body to grow, heal and function normally on a day-to-day basis. So this should be a balanced diet which provides us the essential energy, carbohydrate, protein, fat, fiber, all these at optimum levels, vitamin and minerals for our healthy being. So our plate should be somewhat of this characteristic, like the green one should be maximum. It can be like fruits, vegetables and basically fiber rich, protein rich, calcium, vitamin, mineral, all these we are getting from the green one. The yellow one, which are our carbohydrate sources which are required for our energy again, but not much than the green one. The pink one depicts majorly the protein, egg, fish, seafoods, all these. Blue one depicts the dairy and the milk products which we should consume on a much lesser level than the pink picture. And the purple one shows the oil serving which should be very minor, which is required optimally. So basically our food date should be on this basis, and along with that physical activity is required, and optimum levels of water intake is also playing a major role to function our body, which acts as a detoxifier also, which we'll be seeing in our further slides. So what is a serving? A serving of protein should be of 2 palm sizes for a men and 1 palm size for a women, and vegetables can be around 2 to 2.5 fist sizes for a men, and women can be around 1 to 1.5 fist sizes of our own self. Carbs should be 1 cupped hand for a woman and 2 cupped hands for a men, and fat should be 1 thumb size for a women and 2 thumb sizes for a men. But it should be from good sources. That is what the video is mainly for. What are the good sources of all these protein, vegetables, carbohydrates, fats? A major topic now is junk food, which we cannot be surviving without junk food. At least once in a while or once in a week we crave for these kind of foods like pizza, burger, all these items which we are more craving and more fond of, which we should be not taking more than the desired levels, because we know that all these fats which are going into our body is going to be harmful. And as we all know that a bottle drink, that is a soft drink, contains about 16 teaspoons of sugar, and per day sugar for a male should be around 7 to 9 teaspoons, and for a female lesser than 5 to 6 teaspoons is what ideally should be maintained. And we drink coffee, we drink tea, we drink milk, we drink all these beverages. The coffee and the tea which we add, we know that we are adding sugar. In our mind we know consciously how many teaspoons of sugar we are adding, but the foods that we eat like the pastries, the cakes, desserts and anything refined contains maximum levels of sugar, oil, which is not required for our healthy maintaining of our body. So all these should be very cautious when we are taking. So when we go to junk foods also, the sodium levels will be very higher because salt is added as a preservative and it gives flavor to our food. So this should also be avoided, because people with hypertension, BP or any kidney disorder, any condition for that can be more prone to, can complicate the disease. And for if a healthy person is consuming this much amount of sugar, much more levels of sodium or much more levels of oil which is not required, in a day-to-day basis can be very harmful for our body, which we are itself paving a way for our body to go into a disease state, which is not required. A slide shows us an example of what a healthy diet can be, like the junk food which contains 930 calories and the healthy food which contains 930 calories, but how much of good amount of fat, good amount of protein, good amount of fiber, sodium and carbohydrate which is required for our day-to-day basis. So one study also found out that the women who were eating, the male and the female who were eating, two subjects were taken, and they were found to be identified that those who ate a lot of junk foods, like in a week when we go for a takeouts like 3 to 4 times in a week or 2 to 3 times in a week, when we eat all those pizza, burger or any kind of desserts, carbonated beverages, found out that the cardiovascular risk was very higher than the healthy individual who takes out like 3 weeks once. Was the study which we found that the cardiovascular risk on junk food consumption is very higher. So why we should put ourselves in that state when we can have healthy food from our home cooked food? Another major boon which we have got is our millet. Millet is our ancient traditional food which we have forgotten. Our ancestors have been using these foods throughout the years, but we have been following Western diets nowadays. But again, all these millets are coming up with much more importance in our day-to-day diet, and major people have been shifting the Western kind of diet, food lifestyle or food which you've been eating has been changed, like these millets have been introduced. So what are the benefits of millets? They help in detoxifying the body, they give lots of calcium, vitamin, mineral, they are helping us to optimize our kidney, our liver, any function is optimized, and they are fiber rich, they are water rich, they have antioxidant property, they have anti-cancerous, anti-inflammatory properties. So we should know that these are also helping in anti-diabetic, they reduce the C-reactive protein levels, they lower the triglycerides, they are iron rich, calcium, and important for our metabolism. So all these should be noted. When we know the benefits of a kind of food, these tend to be improving our health. So the more we introduce healthy foods in our diet, these can be leading to our healthy lifestyle. One more major thing is we should eat slowly, because eating slowly will activate, there's a hormone called serotonin which connects our serotonin, dopamine, all these are good hormones which are tend to be activated if we chew on the food slowly, and they give satiety also. There is a nerve called the vagus nerve which connects the mind, that is our brain, and our gut, that is the stomach. So the vagus nerve will be activated only when food and the sensory organs are in balance. So when we tend to overeat, this vagus nerve tends to turn off, because anything in excess is going to be harmful for our body. So we should at least make time for chewing our food and have our food for 20 minutes at least. Then only the brain can send the signal to the stomach through the vagus nerve that okay, I am full, I don't need much more than this, because the satiety levels can be improved immediately. One study found out that when 30 women ate lunch, they found out that these women who ate quickly, they consumed around 646 calories in 9 minutes. But those women who ate slowly, that is they took time around 30 minutes, that is half an hour, they consumed only 550 calories. So we can find the difference that eating slowly can, reduce the calorie intake but give us good quality of the calories, protein, fiber which is required for our body. But the case is when we are fast eating, we tend to eat more, which is not healthy for our life. So it takes 20 minutes to know that we are full. So we have to eat slowly and chew slowly. Another slide which proves that eating slowly can quickly impact glucose tolerance level and insulin resistance has been increased due to fast eating, but eating slowly can help prevent obesity and reduce our waist circumference. So this is another slide which I told about the vagus nerve sending connection between the gut and the brain. Eating healthy matters, yes, with the tips that we should remember is we have to choose our local foods, which we have to the carbohydrates should be lesser, and the fiber, that is the vegetable and fruits, should be on the higher intake. And packaging is a big no. Packaging foods, ready to eat foods, is a big no. Variety of legumes, nuts and cereals can be added. So not only consumption of white rice, but every day we have to change to millets and brown rice or black rice, red rice. All these can be added into our diet. Slowly incorporating all these into our diet make a big impact in our life throughout. The quality of life will be very much improved. A smaller plate and larger servings of food, that is the vegetables, can be much more, and so the less is more. We have to say no to junk food. We have to choose unsaturated fats over saturated fats, that is the omega-3 and omega-6 fats should be on a higher limit. Ready to refined oils, all these should be avoided. So exercise is another major goal which we should improve. The recent guidelines states that 300 minutes to 500 minutes, maximum 600 minutes weekly we should spend for our physical activity to improve the quality of our life. Water, as I said earlier, is elixir of our life. So it raises our metabolism, it prevents headache, it improves our skin, it acts as a detoxifier agent, it improves our blood circulation. Water has major benefits. More of the times we confuse that we are hungry, but much more when we compare and see, we must have reduced our water intake. So that can be improved by intake of water, that is around 3 liters for a female and 3.5 to 4 liters for a male. Healthy female and healthy male I'm talking about, but those with kidney and liver disorders can consult the doctor and the physician to without any complications they should lower the fluid intake. We should know that we should not drink water immediately after food, because the acid secretion will be neutralized and digestion will be a problem. Half an hour prior to your food and half an hour post meal, water can be taken. We have to incorporate all things which is there in the slide to have a healthy lifestyle. So this is another example of a plate on how it should be majorly in our day-to-day diet. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you. Do get back to us on any queries regarding diet.